All right, so you're commenting family now because you wanted this scenario that I recently showed the 75-year-old grandmother that I worked with, putting something in place for her and her budget presently. When she asked me that question, yes, it's a hypothetical question, but she wanted to know. Why? I believe she wanted to know is because she has a daughter and she has grandchildren. So this is something that she's understanding differently as legacy is present. Her words to me is I don't want them to make the same mistake I did. Honestly, they actually match more her daughter, which is why I think she went back 40 years, but that's neither here nor there. So today, this lady is presently 75 years old. Outside of my mother, one of the sweetest people that I have ever worked with, I've ever met. And her coverage is almost $1,000 a month. So we backed up to the age of 40. And this is where I want you guys to pay attention. This is where you're looking at someone who's receiving education now and wishing they had some information, education like this back then. So at 40, if we back up, we're not just asking how cheaply can I buy a death benefit at the age of 40. That's not what she's asking. So what we're asking is, what do I want these dollars to accomplish over the next 25, 30 years? We modeled a properly structured life insurance policy designed around several objectives. Personal protection for her family, which was one of her concerns even now. Potential living benefits if something happens to her health. Cash accumulation. Potential access to cash. And a legacy for people that she loves, her family, of course, right? So at the age of 40, we're modeling her close to $1,000 a month. She rounded up to $1,000 a month, right? These numbers are illustrated numbers, not promised numbers. So there's non-guarantees and guarantees when you deal with illustrations, right? And during consultation, we can talk through that. What I don't want you to miss is the bigger lesson, which is what she caught. Staring at the numbers is time. Right off the bat, her initial legacy benefit amount is $705,000 at the age of 40. Accelerated death benefits, which are another word of saying living benefits. Living benefits, if anything were to happen to you health-wise, you can access some of that $750,000, if not all of it. You've got cash accumulation, which is a third, and then you have the potential to turn on distributions. Now, we didn't turn on distributions, but you'll understand why. Don't wait until retirement to learn what your options are. Take the benefits from the employer it gives you. But ask yourself, what do I own? What do I control? What happens to my protection if my job ends? And do I have living benefits? Just a couple questions you need to ask yourself. Am I building anything outside that could still be there when the paycheck stops? Probably the biggest question is, if I'm 40 today, what could the next 25 or 35 years potentially look like if I started to actually prepare right now? That's the conversation this grandmother wished she had earlier. The numbers are the numbers. At the age of 85, this policy would have yielded 1.9 in legacy. Let me show you summary of coverage. At the age of 85, we talked about that 1.9. The cash accumulation at the age of 65 is $500,000 that she can turn on as an income stream. At the age of 100, the policy reaches up to 4.9 million. What I love about these illustrations is they show you them from a standpoint of what the market, if you see this 6.62, it's a minimum number. The actual historical number for IUL policies, drastically higher than 6.2. So she starts at 40. She's doing $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. 714,000 at first year anniversary, 714. Now I want you to just watch this number as I scroll. It just continues to increase. The age of 58 to 57 to 58, her legacy amount's already at $1 million. If she had passed away at 58, it would have been $1 million paid to her family. Now we know she made it to 75. I'm just giving you some numbers. And then we fast forward to 65, which is the age that most folks retire. So at retirement age, on top of the income she has for retirement, this is an additional $500,000 that she could allocate and break down to receive monthly, lump sum, one check, however she decided. She's saving no more money at the age of 70. She has $772,000 in cash accumulation, 1.47 million in legacy amount. Fast forward to the age that she is right now, 70 to 75. In cash accumulation, she's got $1,021,000 in cash accumulation and 1.4 in legacy. Now for you, if you want me to help you check the temperature, I think what she really was doing was checking the temperature for her daughter. So we scheduled something. She didn't really tell me why we were scheduling, but I think what you guys are seeing on the screen is why we're scheduling it for her daughter, because she's around 40 years old. So if you want me to help you check the temperature of your financial foundation, schedule a KG First financial review, and we can go through what we need to go through. We'll look at what you currently have, what you actually control, and what options may fit for you. So I'll end this one the same way that her and I were talking, because she said something to me and we had, very good conversation. Let's prepare before life forces the decision. So KG First, helping families, helping communities. We'll talk to you guys another time.